Welcome once again to the Psychic Spectrum Radio Show on 1150 AM KKNW. This is Skip.
And I'm Sharon, the princess of chocolate and sparkles and getting ready for turkey dinner.
And together we are the Psychic Spectrum. And we want to welcome you today. This is our Psychic Spectrum. This is our Thanksgiving prelude. And
ooh, I like that prelude.
We are going to talk about
a little bit of sugar on that would be really good.
Some Thanksgiving things and some things that are not Thanksgiving.
No, but Thanksgiving, I'm glad you brought that up because I've been thinking a lot about Thanksgiving. And, with all the turmoil and all the junk that's going on in this world, like our theme song says, it's still a wonderful world. And you know what? This is the time you should be thankful for all the family you still have in your life. And all the friends and all the relatives, and I know relatives, yes, I know, but you should be happy that they're still here and you can see them and get together and talk. It's just a time to be thankful for your health, for knowing what's going on and being free to say and do what you want. It's a very thankful time.
And for being alive.
Well, if you didn't have health, you wouldn't be alive.
True.
Yeah,
well, that's not true.
Do you know good health is the slowest way to die?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just thought I'd throw that in. Think about it.
Always the comedian.
But you know what? I want to get this out before we run out of time. I want everyone in my radio family, my in-laws' family, and all the callers that call in and who listen to us, if they only knew, if they were a star, or I should say, if I have a star in my hand for every time they brighten my day, I would have a galaxy in my hand.
Holy cow.
I love that.
What a profound statement.
Thank you. And I mean it.
You'd never have to turn on the lights. I'd save money on electricity.
But this is the 26th. That's 4 days before the 30th.
Yeah.
And I'm thankful I'm still alive and we're still together, which will be 45 years on the 30th.
Yep. How many days?
4.
4 days, Eric. 45 years.
45 years. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
And with all the junk and stuff that's gone on in our life, like every other person's life out there in their married life as well as just living, everybody has bad times and good times. But I think with the near-death experience and the stuff we've gone through, I think we're very blessed to still be here, to have our brains still with us and be able to do this kind of thing that hopefully we're helping somebody out there.
That's right.
I'm very thankful for that.
On the things that we do, the company we formed called the Psychic Spectrum, the radio show, the events we put on every month, the 15 events every month, everything is geared towards people.
Yep.
And we give back. We try to give back.
We try our best.
And teach people how to understand this type of thing and that they all have this ability and that there's more to life than just what's the known or the experience.
But we respect people wherever they are in this life because that's where they're supposed to be.
Yes.
Everybody grows at their own rate.
I can't say any more.
Okay. But if anybody would like to call in, because it's just us today, it's open lines. Yeah. Give us a call at 425-373-5527. And last week I lost the bet, but I'm going to go for another nickel bet that the first person that calls in is a male.
Nope, it's going to be a female, and she's going to have sandy blonde hair. All right, her natural color.
Get out of here.
And 425-373-5527 or toll free at 888-298-5569. Jennifer, Ann in Hawaii, if you both are listening, give us a call. You guys are probably miles apart.
Well, sure they are. One's on one island, one's on the other.
But anyhow, give us a call. Anybody out there have a question, something you want to answer to, you want to know what your Thanksgiving's going to be like with the family or friends, give us a call. If there's something you're facing in your life you want a question to, give us a call.
Hey, a good bottle of scotch, you can get through any kind of family thing.
That's right. And you don't even drink.
No, I don't.
425-373-5527. We have to stop and take a short break. It's been that long. So give us a call again. This is the Psychic Spectrum Radio at 425-373-5527. And we will be right back after these messages.
And I'm going to tell you what the day is going to be like numerology-wise on Thanksgiving as well as today,
Yes.
and what January is going to be like in the next year.
All right.
Ginger's Pet Rescue is one of the largest nonprofit pet rescue organizations in Washington state, specializing in saving death row dogs. As of this airing, Ginger's Pet Rescue has saved well over 17,000 dogs. Go to the website and find an adoption event near you. You can also volunteer to help at events, or you can foster a dog until they can be adopted. Ginger's Pet Rescue is a 501c3 nonprofit organization and accepts your tax-deductible donations. The website again is gingerspetrescue.org.
Are you looking for a new home? Is it time to move? To get what you want in today's fast-paced real estate market, you need Ron Blood of Berkshire Hathaway. With decades of experience, he offers you the personalized service you need and deserve when shopping for a new home. Ron Blood is a real estate agent, and he has his finger on the pulse of Pacific Northwest real estate market. From Vancouver to Blaine and from Wenatchee to Gig Harbor, Ron Blood will work tirelessly and get you into the ideal home that fits your needs, your budget, and your dreams. And if you haven't been pre-qualified yet, Ron will help you get pre-qualified so you have a distinct advantage over other buyers. Ron Blood will help make your offer stand out. Whether you're looking for a place to raise your family, find your dream home, or even downsize so you can settle in for retirement, Ron Blood of Berkshire Hathaway is there to help you find it. Contact Ron Blood of Berkshire Hathaway at 206-660-2884. That's 206-660-2884. He's also on Facebook. Just look for Ron Blood of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services.
Bored with the other stations, hammering away on the same old talking points? Try Alternative Talk 1150 and get some variety.
Welcome back. Once again, the Psychic Spectrum Radio, 425-373-5527. This is a call-in show today. We have guests coming up in the near future. Hey, I got to say this. Next week we have Phil and Sheila Gonzalez, our CBD oil experts, on the show with us the whole hour. We're going to talk about CBD oil, the properties of it, how it affects us.
How he makes
We're going to give examples and how you can get it. And boy, I'm telling you, this stuff is phenomenal. But today... It is time for a certain spot in the show.
No,
Eric,
is it?
It's time for what?
Okay.
It's Sharon's Joke of the Week.
You always catch me off guard.
Really? We always do it in the same segment here.
She's already done like 3 or 4
Yeah, I
jokes
know.
of the week, so
You're right.
amazed she's caught off guard by when we actually get to the segment.
Maybe she's out of material. Maybe.
Oh, no. The other day I was talking to the doctor because I had to go there, my annual checkup and all that good stuff. And I told him I had a loss of memory a lot, and so he made me pay up front. I was talking to my grandson the other day. We have talks every so often, and we were talking about English, and the English language and all that. And I said, what if I say, I am beautiful? What tense is that? And he looks at me and he says, obviously, that's the past tense.
Wait. Don't, before you do the third joke, I'm going to close my eyes and pretend I'm blind, and I'm going to see if it makes a difference if I can't see when she does these jokes. Okay, go for it. Go for it.
Okay. Well, I was reading the paper the other day, and I saw an ad for burial plots, and I thought to myself, this is the last thing I need.
Brilliant!
I didn't see that one coming.
Oh, God.
Oh.
You didn't like that one? Should I scratch that off?
That was okay.
You like
actually.
that? That's the last thing I
That was
need,
better.
burial plot?
Literally the last thing you need.
I have something I want to do
You have no
today.
sense of humor. That's what you don't have.
I want to let people know something that we don't usually cover on the show.
I think the first caller's going to have 2 left hands, too.
Yes.
Yeah.
We don't usually talk about this on the show. We do it on our website and in our emails, that kind of thing. We let people know, but how they can listen to this radio show of ours. Okay. So let me say this. First of all, we're live on the air on AM radio, 1150 AM, because obviously most of you are listening on that. However, we do have other ways to listen. Now, first of all, you can go to 1150kknw.com and there's two buttons there. You can click on listen, and you can hear it over the internet on any device you have that
during
connects
our show.
to the internet during the show. And you can also click on the watch button, and you can watch us over the internet on any device that you have.
And Winter Ray said she figured that out last Wednesday, and she was very happy about it.
And you can listen and watch live over the internet and live on AM radio. You can go to the podcasts, any podcast app that you have on your device, and you can type in Psychic Spectrum, and you'll find it there, and you can listen to all of our shows that are archived, or you can go directly to the radio station 1150 AM or 1150 KKNW.com and click on or go to archives, click on Psychic Spectrum, and listen to all the shows there. Okay, so you have a ton of ways of doing this.
Facebook too,
but
or YouTube. I mean,
YouTube. We have some shows on YouTube.
Yeah.
But you can also, what I want you to do is anybody that, besides Winter Ray, because obviously she does this.
Well, no, she just figured out how to watch us.
Okay, besides Winter Ray, because obviously she does this, I want someone who is watching us right now on the internet. I want you, if you want to, this is a test. I am holding up some fingers. How many am I holding up as of right now? Okay, right now. Here, I'll put it up higher so you can see it over the microphone stand. Wait a second.
Over here.
There it is.
There you go.
Okay, so there's how many fingers I'm holding up. So let's see if anybody wants to call in and tell us that. It's 425-373-5527. I just want to
It's
know
like
that.
in case a boxer with a concussion.
There
is
you go.
watching.
Seriously. I think he's lost it.
I just want somebody to call and tell us that they're watching
I think
us.
it's time to change the batteries.
It's 425-373-5527.
I got to have my shout outs until
Yep.
somebody calls in. If somebody's going to
Go
call in,
ahead and
put
do
that
that.
turkey down. You can clean it later. Pick up that phone and give us a call at 425-373-5527. We're answering questions today, and we also would love to hear comments. So, yay or nay, comments are always good. So,
And then we have a couple serious topics
My
we're
voice
going to talk
changed
about
again.
also.
a couple of serious topics.
Yeah,
Oh,
but that's
well,
coming up in the
that's
show.
your department. I also want to say hi to Charles in Needham Claw, Charles in Texas and in Hawaii. Have a happy season, and Charles. Winter Ray, thank you for listening, and now you're watching, so hi there. Shelley, Carrie, Patty, Nancy, Georgie, Sylvia, happy Thanksgiving. Frank and Lisa, Doug, here's the Psychic Spectrum Showcase, and the podcast listeners, thank you all for doing what you do, and Jeanette, have a happy Thanksgiving, and Mary and Dee Dee, I hope you have a happy Thanksgiving.
Have we missed anybody?
Oh, I'm sure.
You got 99% of the entire listening audience.
Well, nobody ever, I can't say nobody, but a lot of people have contacted us through
Yeah.
the website and said, we love
yeah.
your show and all that stuff. But a lot of them we don't ever know because we never meet them or see them, And I have had people come to the showcase, that have
Yeah.
listened to us, and that's always great and fun. I love meeting people.
and we've had quite a few people come to the showcase and
the Talking the Other Side. Yeah.
So that's been nice.
Oh,
to
you know
meet
what? And all
people.
the people are talking the other side, too. Thank you. I forgot
Yeah.
to add them to our shout-out list. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, but you know what today is? Today, because, it's a foundation day. It's 4. We're building a foundation, which is
in what?
in numerology.
Numerology,
11/26/2019 equals a 4.
Mm-hmm.
And we're all building a foundation for Thanksgiving. We're all getting prepared and ready and getting our ducks in a row.
Mhm.
Only trouble is that last duck in my row keeps running off. But,
Having him for Thanksgiving
well, yeah,
dinner.
it could be. Yeah, so whatever you're doing today, you're going to be building a foundation. So are you going to be given anything? No, you're going to work for everything you get, but you're going to like it when you get done because you'll say, I did that. So that's a cool thing.
You did what?
Whatever they're preparing.
Oh, okay.
Like me, I have gone into a baking frenzy. I don't know why. But Skip and I are diabetic, so I'm learning all these recipes of sugar-free stuff.
It's
I'm
good, too.
getting pretty darn good if I do toot my own horn.
It is really good.
And I don't even play the horn.
What are you making?
I've made chocolate muffins.
Mm-hmm.
I've made banana muffins. instead of banana bread, banana muffins,
With
but I could make the
walnuts?
banana bread.
Nice.
I've made rolls.
Now, any kind of sweetener in there, or sweetener free?
No, it's most of them do have a small amount of Splenda.
Okay.
And by small amount, I'm talking like 2 tablespoons, you know?
Well, you use a lot less than sugar because it's so much sweeter
Yeah.
than sugar. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it's amazing. You wouldn't know the difference. I tell you, I was going to bring you one of my chocolate chip muffins, but they didn't make them because everybody ate them. But I'll bring you one next
That's
week
okay.
because I'm going to make some more.
Well, I won't be here
You
next
won't be
week.
here next week. For the
But
next
feel free to bring
2
in the
weeks. 2
muffin
weeks.
anyway.
I'll wait till you come back, and I'm going to bring you because Hershey's now. And for the diabetics out there that may not know it, Hershey's has come up with a sugar-free chocolate chip.
Wow.
I mean, it tastes just like the real thing.
And only Walmart that we found sells
Yeah, it's
them.
the only one I
Safeway
found.
doesn't sell them.
Yeah, the internet has them, but
Yeah, yeah.
Walmart has them.
I'm sure.
And
other
I just
providers
found
do
some
as well.
imitation honey. So let's see what that tastes
It's
like.
sugar-free honey.
Yeah, I don't
It's
know.
really good.
I haven't tried it yet, so
But you know what?
the jury's out on that one.
You ever had the bread at the Cheesecake Factory before you get your meal?
The brown one,
The little brown loaves of bread?
it's got the oats on top and the.
No, I haven't.
I made that.
She
All
found a
right.
sugar-free recipe. And,
I tell you,
man,
I'm getting good, kids. I really am. I
It's
am proud
dynamite.
of myself.
Even
but-
our grandkids like 'em.
Yeah.
What-
I'm beginning to think I might put a sugar-free dessert cookbook together
Yeah?
with stuff that I've tried that I know tastes good and I know works. But I also found a molten lava cake, so we'll see how that goes. Woohoo! I'm into
Right.
chocolate, as you all know. But anyhow, going back
Oh.
to Thanksgiving.
Yeah, well, let's wait a minute. Let's hold that thought because that's kind of involved. I want to take a short break here.
Why is it involved?
Word from our sponsor,
What the
which
hey?
in this case is us, talking about our psychic showcase on Wednesday evening.
He's getting on my nerves, Eric.
So we're going to take a break.
We'll get back to snack chat.
I
momentarily.
only
That's right.
I only have one nerve left, and that's frayed.
I got to keep you in suspense here.
In suspense.
So anyhow, this Psychic Spectrum radio show will be right back after this message.
Have you heard about the Psychic Showcase? It's a weekly event that has some of the world's best-known speakers on almost every topic in the metaphysical. It's been going on every Wednesday evening at the same location for 9 years. When you attend, you'll learn about psychic ability, ghosts, UFOs, angels, mediumship, astrology, ghost hunts, Sasquatch, and so much more. There's a complete panel of psychics, astrologers, healers, and other modalities. Everyone who attends gets a free psychometry reading from a member of the panel, and you can have a private reading before or after the program. Join Sharon and Skip every Wednesday evening at Fife's Poodle Dog Restaurant for the Psychic Spectrum's Psychic Showcase. You'll find like-minded people who are interested in having fun, learning, and experiencing the premier psychic showcase in the Pacific Northwest. Admission is just $8 per person at the door, and dinner and desserts are available from the menu. You can find out more information about the Psychic Spectrum's events at psychicspectrum.com.
Alternative Talk 1150. Local talk for the body, mind, and soul.
All right. Is it my turn or your turn?
It's your turn.
Welcome back, people, to the Psyche Spectrum radio show on 1150 a.m. KKNW. And I might win this time because, we
Well.
still have open lines. And if a girl don't call, that means that would leave room for a male. So I might win the nickel.
It's female with sandy blonde hair
We'll
is going to
see.
call.
We'll see. Anyway,
425-373-5527.
I think they're all busy cleaning their turkeys and cooking stuff and getting ready to go.
That's
I love
true.
Thanksgiving. I really do. I love all holidays. I'm just a holiday person,
Well, I guess you're thankful for that, aren't you?
I am. Yeah.
So today, Sharon is going to give us some insight on numerology for
45
today.
years, Eric. 45 years.
Numerology for today, numerology for Thanksgiving
Well, I
Day,
gave the
and
one for today.
and numerology for
January.
next year, or
January.
next month, next year.
Well, I can give the year too, actually.
Okay, so
Okay, so Thanksgiving Day is 11/28, which equals a 6. And if that isn't fitting, I don't know what is, because 6 is all about being a service to others.
Mm-hmm.
And so most of us, not all of us, but whether we go out to eat dinner or we make dinner or we go to someone's house where they're making dinner, somebody's being in service to somebody. Is that not true?
That's absolutely true. That's what you're doing.
So and that just doesn't mean preparing or giving or bringing meals or whatever. It means you might be there letting someone talk to you about a problem and you're in service helping them give a counseling or telling them they're not alone in the world or
and
anything like that.
sometimes having family with you or you being with them, you're just in service by being there because sometimes
Exactly.
people just need that.
Yeah. I mean,
So-
we are very blessed in our family that all of us get together and get along
Yeah.
really, really well. I
Yeah.
mean, we have really good family charisma. You know, we all have a sense of humor and we all just always kind of go with each other. So
I have a question.
yeah, I hope I got an answer.
What if someone chooses not to participate in Thanksgiving, but is there for the dinner and eat? What if they just don't do anything? Here's an example. What if I
Okay.
take a good glass of scotch with an ice cube in it,
Hmm.
I go sit out on my deck and turn on my heater and I smoke a cigar and have a scotch?
And while I in there and I'm sweating over the stove and doing
Right.
everything all by myself.
Am I in service?
Yeah, you are.
How?
You're in service by keeping your mouth shut and not making other people upset or making the day not as happy as it could be.
And maybe I'm being in service by just letting you cook because you need that experience in your life.
I
So
need that.
She
experience.
just set herself up, Eric. So I can go out on the deck with a glass of scotch,
You've
smoke a
already
cigar.
figured out your plan, huh?
But you know,
I'm in service to
you
myself.
don't. You don't help with that anyway. You do help with the cleanup and the cleaning of the turkey bone, but you don't.
And I
help cook
clean.
it.
I carve the turkey.
Oh yeah,
You always say, "Come and cut it."
I do. That's your job.
All right,
It's a man thing.
that's right. That's right. A manly.
It's a
way
head of the
cutting.
house thing. Whether you're male or female, if you're the head of the house, you carve the turkey.
True.
Yeah.
What if there is no head of the house?
Well, there has to be somewhere.
What if the head of the household passed away?
Then whoever's still living there, the oldest person, would be the head of the house,
Oh, true. All right.
right?
So tell us about January
so
2020.
Let's look into 2020.
That's a 19. You want 20, don't you?
No,
Oh,
I don't, dear.
okay.
Keep your hands on your own paper.
That's what the teachers always told me.
Oh, gosh. No, 2020. I love 2020. Think of this, Eric. On my birthday, February 22nd, 2020. Is that cool or what?
February
That's like
what?
that's 5 2s.
Oh, yeah. February 22nd, 2020.
Yeah. Is that cool or
God,
what?
what are we going to have 2 years from now in 2022?
Oh, my gosh. I never thought of that. Wow. That'll be interesting. Or 2222.
I don't think you'll be around
I'll be
that
dead
long.
then. Yeah, I'll be dead. But anyway,
He's laughing.
2020. I might be physically dead, but I'll come around and
We'll
haunt
all
you a
be
little. You
gone
know
by
what's
that point,
anyway.
Mhm.
Anyway, 2020, if you break that down to a single digit, would be a 4. So the whole year of 2020, you're going to see a lot of building of foundations and of for things for the future. Okay? I mean, nothing's going to be given to us. We're going to have to work hard for everything that we do. I've said that many times
This
before.
is in January?
No, 2020.
Oh, 2020.
So,
okay.
no, I mean, the month added to that 2020 will tell you what's going to go on during that month.
Mm-hmm.
But the year itself is going to be a restructuring or a building for the future.
For new foundations.
New foundations in everything we think, do, and say.
Mhm.
So it could be a very exciting year, or it could be a very disruptive year. It could be both.
That's
But
true.
so we'll just have to wait and see how that unfolds. But if you take each month, like January's a 1, and add that to 2020, that's a 4, then you get a 5. And that particular month, there's a lot of creativity and a lot of people juggling a lot of balls in the air, a lot of stress, but you handle it really well. And so it also could initiate a lot of travel. So January itself is going to be kind of a year where if you don't start building that foundation and put yourself where you're supposed to be and make it a solid thing, you could get really stressed out. So be thinking about it in December about what you're wanting to accomplish in 2020 and then start building that foundation in January.
That's all part of manifesting,
Yes, it is.
a word that a lot of people in the metaphysical throw around,
Mm-hmm.
but don't give a lot of definition as to how you can do it. This
You know,
is
we ought to
just
have
one way.
I could talk about manifesting next month and give them some what to dos
Okay.
to put that in place.
All right.
That's a good idea.
I'm writing it
Yeah,
down.
write that down so I don't forget it. So just realize that whatever is going on, you take whatever month we're in and add it to 4, and numerologically look it up and see what that number means, and you'll see what you're supposed to be into each month of the year.
Okay. That sounds good.
It does sound good. Of course, we could go, you have the birthday number, you have the personal year, all that goes into numerology, but all part of my 101 class, when I
You're
do it
right.
again
Psychic
next
101.
year, Psychic 101 class, yes.
Mhm.
That's where you learn a little bit about everything.
Everything.
Stones,
Metaphysical.
numerology, manifesting, clearing
Angel.
of houses, psychic terms,
Tarot.
everything. So, and I usually do it once a
Energy.
year, so we'll be announcing that. But
Mhm.
it's $150. Takes about 5 weeks.
Yeah.
Every Tuesday for 5 weeks, 6 weeks maybe, depending on the size of the class and how they're into it and how much they have absorbed already.
Yeah.
Chakras. So it's a big thing. People love
It
it.
is
People love it, and I just give it once a year because it's
involved.
involved.
It's
Yeah.
a lot of work, but it's for the price. People are getting a lot of.
Oh,
Plus, they get it all in a manual.
They come
They
out with
keep
a
with them.
manual. Yeah, every week I give you handouts that you add to the manual that I start out with. That by the end of it, you have a complete notebook of
Mhm.
the basics.
Of the metaphysical.
Yeah, and then you can go from there of whatever you're interested in.
That's right.
So
And you have it to refer back to in the future. That's
yeah, a
what
lot
I
of
like.
people have said that they have used it as a reference.
Yes.
So, it's a cool thing. And you're also a rune class. I think that's coming up first of next year too.
Yeah.
That we're going to be talking about soon, where you teach the runes, which is a deck of tarot cards that you
Celtic
seem to
design.
Celtic design, yeah.
Called
And
runes.
tarot cards have 78 cards, where a Celtic deck only has 25. So, it's a little different. But you resonate well with that, and so you teach it. And that's another good class that people like that we always do in the first part of the first 3 months of the year.
Yep.
So that's coming up. Yeah. So-
And I have something else that I want to throw out for 2020.
Okay.
Now, we've done this. This is the first time we're doing this on the radio. We do this every year at our psychic showcase. Now, we always say everybody has this ability, and you all have things that happen, like the phone ringing, and you know who it is, or you know the phone's going to ring before, or you know that someone's going to knock on the door, and pretty soon there's a knock on the door, or you're going to walk around a corner and see someone, and bam, there they are. So weird little things like that happen all the time, and we call that your intuition, or which is part of your psychic ability.
Mhm.
Now, at our psychic showcase, we've always taken predictions for the month of December every week when we meet,
Mhm.
and I write them down. People say them in front of in the group, everybody there, and just you raise your hand, and I write them down, and I would go to the next person, and then in the end of January of the new year, we read those back
From the previous year.
and we see which ones happened. And sometimes I go back to the year before and see if they happened in that next year, because time is not always easy to hit when you're doing psychic things or intuitive things.
That's true.
So what I'm going to say is our website at psychicspectrum.com, that's psychicspectrum.com,
What is it?
go psychicspectrum.com, go there on the contact us page, or you can go down into the email and use the email address and email us. I want you to send me your name.
First name's okay.
First name's okay, but I need to, anyhow, just fill out the form, type in or attach your predictions for 2020 for the whole year. What's going to happen, when, how, with who, and why, that kind of thing.
Or
Whether
they can call in here too,
or you can-
and we'll write them down.
Yeah, you could call in here and we'll write them down. But I want to know what you think is going to happen. We're going to test you. Every week, our psychics on our panel, and that includes myself because I'm on the panel too, but we are tested every week by what we give out in our psychometry readings to people, free psychometry readings at our Psychic Showcase.
Yep.
And also myself in particular, and you, but when we do our talking to the other side, because we also give our psychic hits or information about people. So we're tested by that. So it's not a big deal if you're wrong. You don't know if you're wrong until after the fact, and it could be a year or two later when things happen that you pick up. But and you know, we've seen this over and over. Then the following year, the year after that, people will say something 2 years ago, and all of a sudden it happens exactly the way they said it.
I was going to say there is no wrong.
That's right.
It's just a matter of when.
That's right. And how.
Yeah.
So go to our website, psychicspectrum.com, click on the Contact Us link, and send us your predictions, even if it's one little thing. Who's gonna win the presidency?
No, we don't political things. We don't get into that.
No. We're not getting into political. Who's going to win the presidency? By how much? Who is going to make the biggest flub? How's our economy going to do? How is the world's perception of us going to be?
Is Yellowstone going to blow?
How is what? Yellowstone going to blow?
Yeah.
I mean, who knows what? Is there going to be major ships sinking? Are we going to have alien contact?
Yeah. There's a lot of things
you'd be surprised on that one, alien contact, how many people have given us things, and sure enough, the government is involved in talking about this or that, or they don't say this, or they say a certain thing a certain way.
Have you seen how much information is coming out about alien
Disclosure is happening slowly.
I tell you.
But it's happening.
I just saw a show the other day that was talking about all that, and they had something on Coast to Coast, I think Saturday or Sunday night. I can't remember which.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of stuff and I go, why are they doing that if they're not getting us ready for something? But that's just my thinking. But
I think they're slowly releasing things, but it's happening faster. It's like Art Bell said long time, 20 years ago. He said he wrote a book about it's called The Quickening, and how things are sped up, how things are all happening faster and sooner and more and more. And I think they're preparing us for full disclosure, but it's going to come in doses that we can handle, I guess, because they've dumbed us down for so long. We're not big alien.
Dumbed us down?
Yeah, they dumbed us down with information. They held everything
No,
back.
they didn't dumb us down. They gave us disinformation.
Well, that's part of dumbing you down.
But we're not dumb. We just don't know any better because that's all we have.
But that's called dumbing you down because they dumb down your knowledge you don't know about.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So
okay.
Anyhow, I think things are happening faster and sooner that they can't keep up with it, so they decided to let's just admit this and learn to go with it.
Yeah, maybe.
But that's just aliens.
I just found it kind of weird how much stuff is coming out lately. It's just kind of weird.
That's right. So,
but I think it'd be fun too to talk about the Skinwalker Ranch sometime.
We could do that.
Yeah, that would be fun with I can't remember his name, but who's this?
We shall see.
I can't remember his name.
But go to our website at psychicspectrum.com. Send us your predictions. We'll take them. We'll put them in the list, and we will check them the following year, a year from now. And we'll let you know how accurate you were, how accurate we were, because we put ours in there also.
Yeah.
So
there's been times that it took a couple of 3 years for something to happen.
Sure.
Other times it happened the next week. You never know, you know?
Yes.
Yeah. But put that bread down. You've got it in the pans now. Let it rise and go ahead and give us a call on 425-373-5527 if you'd like to ask a question or give a comment, because the lines are open and we're waiting for that one important call.
All right. And this is the Psychic Spectrum Radio Show. We're going to take a short break. We will be back just after these words.
Is someone waiting to speak with you from the other side? Are you trying to reconnect with them? If so, you have that ability right now. The Psychic Spectrum's Talking to the Other Side presents evidential mediums Sharon and Skip Linegang. On the first Saturday of each month, Skip and Sharon spend 4 full hours talking with those who have passed on. Everyone who attends gets a message from Sharon and Skip, they also tell you things that they psychically pick up about you, kind of like a psychic reading. Their messages are often based upon the energy that the audience brings with them. It assists Sharon and Skip in transmitting messages of love, memories, and thoughts, along with evidential details that you can recognize. And this helps prove that their existence and love for you never dies. You may come or go at any time during the event. The doors open at 5 p.m. and the program starts at 6 p.m. Admission is $30 per person at the door, and dinner and desserts are available from the menu. You can find out more about the Psychic Spectrums events at psychicspectrum.com.
Alternative Talk 1150. Talk radio for the body, mind, and soul.
All right, welcome back. Psychic Spectrum Radio. This is Skip and Sharon, and it's our lazy day, the day before the day before Thanksgiving. Yeah. And we're just talking and having some fun, giving you some insight. In our last segment, we talked about you sending your predictions to us for 2020, because we track these throughout the year and we see what happens the following a year from now. We're going to read them out loud on the air. We're going to talk about them and see who was close, who was not close, who was right, who was like out there on third base, and we'll see what happens. So it's just fun. But there is
no wrong, so don't be afraid to say what you think.
Yeah, there's no wrong.
No.
So Eric, do you have any predictions for next year?
Well, I predict that some of our listeners might be scared to call in because they're not a man and they don't have sandy brown hair.
You could be right.
I say call in.
Yeah, just call in.
Prove
us
Skip
wrong.
And Sharon wrong.
Yeah, prove us wrong.
Yes.
So 425-373-5527.
That's true.
Toll free 888-298-5569. That's 888-298-KKNW if you want to call in and get a free psychic reading.
I know there's a man
show's
listening
over.
out there.
We got about 18 minutes left for calls, so take advantage of that time.
That's right. Not only do we have Phil and Sheila next week with the CBD oil, which we have got a lot of questions and contact information that people have said, can you send us the information, which we gladly do. So if you have friends or relatives or people you want to hear this or know about it, be sure to have them tune in on the next week. I believe it's 12/3. I believe it's the third. For Sheila and Phil, because you can call in, ask them questions right on the spot, and he'll gladly answer them for you. But we also have coming up our sponsor, Ginger's Pet Rescue.
Yes, they're going to be on the air with us.
It's time for them to come on and talk about what they do and how they do it. And
how they save dogs from all over the world, so death row dogs.
I mean, it's a fascinating topic, and it's also, it kind of opens your eyes to what, once again, is going on in that world. It's not always a pretty thing, but thank God that they're there and they're trying to help, And,
I have to say something about, you guys ridiculed me on the air and off there after we left. I heard about this all week, Eric. When I said, bring home a dog for Thanksgiving, go to Ginger's Pet Rescue.
I did not let that go real easy, Eric.
At all. She didn't let it go at all. Go to gingerspetrescue.org. Find out her next event, which is every weekend, where it's going to be in Seattle area. Find out where. Go get yourself a puppy or an adult dog or a teenage dog or whatever.
Yeah,
and adopt one of these dogs. They're rescue dogs. You're saving their life. That Ginger's already brought them here from somewhere in the country or somewhere in Asia and Europe.
They were on the death row.
They
were
literally
be killed.
were death row dogs. Yeah, so they get them at the last minute.
So it's like they're getting their life saved twice.
That's right. And we have one of those dogs. Her name is Bambi. I forgot to stop and think. I could see her, but I couldn't. But her name's Bambi.
Yeah, Bambi. Yeah, because she looks like a little deer.
She's a little tiny deer. She's a Chihuahua. She's called a fawn Chihuahua.
Yeah, because her head looks like a deer.
Yeah, and then our other dog is Carmel. She's an applehead Chihuahua.
Yeah.
And anyhow, their head shaped like an apple.
She's actually a Chiweenie.
Chiweenie, yes.
She looks like a Chihuahua, but she's got the body build of a dachshund.
Yeah.
But I call her Eeyore because she takes forever to do anything.
Bring home a dog for Thanksgiving. I mean,
as a pet. finish the sentence.
I would never advocate that as anything but that.
I know that, but that's not what it sounded like. And you think I'm going to let that go? I'm not going to let that go.
But I'm telling
with
you,
Sharon on this one. It does sound.
It did, didn't it? Yeah. I mean, I'm
like
like
you're talking about menu
okay,
selections. Which
wait.
there's no pun
wait,
intended here.
wait.
I'm like
We
a
don't
dog
wanna
with a
go
bone,
there.
you know? I
Here,
mean,
let's do this.
yeah.
Bring home a dog
That's
and a turkey as you stop by Safeway on the way home for Thanksgiving, and you got a pet and dinner.
There you
How's that?
go. Okay.
The turkey's going to be the pet.
Oh, you're bad.
So
You're just
no,
really bad.
I'm telling you, there's nothing. There's nothing better than to have a dog that you rescued
Oh, I
look
tell
up
ya.
at you, and you know that dog is thinking, "Thank you, thank you, you saved my butt."
Yeah.
Literally, they are so grateful.
Yeah. They are so loving.
Bambi, once she got used to me, she took right to you, and I was the one that picked her out and said, we're bringing this dog home. And she took a while to get used to me, but once she did, you can tell when she looks at you sometimes that
Oh,
what
yeah.
she's thinking.
Yeah.
So
Well, I kind of think a man abused her,
I think so too.
or some man did her something that scared the heck out of her, because
Yeah.
it took a while for her to warm up to you, because she was scared.
Mm-hmm.
And most of these dogs, when they come home, are going to have that kind
They're a
of
little
effect
jittery,
for a
yeah.
while because they've been through such a traumatic.
Took her about 2 months to get used to Carmel. And
No, her and Carmel took off.
2 months for Carmel to get used to her.
No,
You don't think so?
I don't think so. No, Carmel was lonely because our other dog, Scooter, had passed away. So Carmel was really in a depression. And when we brought Bambi home, it was a good thing. It was a good thing. She wasn't used to being alone. She didn't like it.
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
Yeah. But Bambi, it's the sweetest little dog in the world. But the first probably 4 months she was a little skittish because she didn't trust anybody,
Hey, I got pictures of those two on our website,
Yeah, you do.
psychicspectrum.com. Go in there and you'll find our two puppies, Carmel and Bambi. What?
For the people that say, I don't want a dog, which there are people out there, and bless your little hearts, because maybe they can't have a dog. Maybe they're allergic to dogs. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
You can still go on gingerspet.org and donate. That helps pay for
GingersPetRescue.org.
I'm sorry, yes, because it'll help pay for the vet bill that they have all the time.
$27,000 bill every month.
Yeah, because they take good care of these dogs before you even get them.
Oh, yeah. They're all totally
and-
checked out and
yeah.
healed and shots
And
and
you know
everything.
what the best part is? The best part to me, I've never heard of anybody ever say this, but in the way of, dogs. But if you get a dog you really think you're going to mesh with and you get home and you don't, you can bring that dog back to her
Yeah.
and she'll let you get another dog
Yeah,
for the same price.
right.
So
And there's
it's
another
truly
option.
another option?
Yes, if you don't, say you have a dog or two like we do, but you want to help foster a dog because she gets about 100 and some dogs every week from
Yeah.
all over the world, brings them here and finds homes for them. She needs a place to keep some of them. Sometimes it's a week, 3 weeks, a month at the most, but she'll give you dog food, she'll give you treats, things that you need to take care of the dog. She just needs a place for the dog to be
Yeah.
and get acclimated to what's normal, like living in a home again with loving people. And then they'll find a home for these dogs, a permanent home.
Can you imagine? Let's say you were a puppy or even a dog, and you just got snatched and taken away from everything that you know and put into a cage where all of a sudden you figured your days are numbered, okay?
Yeah.
And they treat you like crap, or over in some of those countries, they treat you as food.
Yeah.
And so some angel comes in and rescues you,
Yes.
sends you over here to Ginger. You're once again put into a cage. A vet checks you out. You're around strange people, strange environment. The air smells different, whatever. And then you go to these adoption things where you see all kinds of people you've never seen before, and some lucky person picks you out. You go home. That would be traumatizing. It
Sure
takes
it
a
would.
while. It takes a while for you to adjust.
I almost wanted to say,
I mean,
wait a
isn't
minute.
that kind of
I
like
wanted
what
to-
you were when I married you?
You sound you sound like these TV shows I see where they're almost got a tear in the eye of the dog. And so let me do the background music that they keep talking.
Get out of here. Get out of here. I don't mean it that way. I just mean that's reality.
Yeah,
You
it
know?
is. For
And
those
so-
dogs, it's pretty bad.
And so whether you want a dog or you don't want a dog, you can donate if you can't help the dog by taking one or fostering one or getting one.
Or just donating money.
Yeah.
Right on her webpage.
It helps feed the dog. It helps pay for the plane tickets to go get the dog. I mean, there's always
Her
some.
website's gingerspetrescue.org.
Yeah.
You can just click the donate
I mean,
button, give them $5 if
That's
you
kind
want.
of our little thing that we.
Yes.
It really touches our heartstrings because we are dog people. But
Yes.
But anyway, but that's another thing that's coming up next. I don't know if it's December or January. I can't remember what your time scheduling was, but it's coming up again, so we
Yes.
can hear and you can ask, call in and talk and ask questions or whatever on that too.
And
So-
we have another thing that you say that's kind of our thing. We have another kind of our thing.
We do.
Yes. Sharon and I, there's a thing out there called the choking game. Teenagers will hang themselves, tighten things around their neck,
Well,
choke
they don't mean to
themselves.
hang themselves. It
till
just goes too
It
far.
just goes too far till they pass out, and then they
Yeah.
anyhow
Can't do nothing
sometimes they
about it.
don't get to come back. And so anyhow, Sharon and I have offered to read a reading for free or connecting with that teenager that passed away from it, men and boys and girls, male and female.
Yeah, for
And
the family.
we'll connect with them for the family and give them a free
the immediate family.
a free
yes.
contact
It's a free
with them.
contact, and it usually takes an
immediate
hour.
family. Yeah, we take about an hour, and
Yeah,
so anyhow, that's kind of
but
our
that's our giving back.
that's our giving back
Yeah,
that we do.
and
Yes,
it's called the choking game, and Ken is the one that kind of runs it.
hmm
I can't.
You can just go to
remember
Facebook.
Ken's last
and
name. It just went up right out of my
click on
mind.
the choking game, or find the choking game.
Yeah.
And you'll find his Facebook
They have
page.
volunteers, and yeah, it's a terrible thing, but it helps. It's like we can help people find a little bit of closure and peace and solitude, knowing that their child has
That's right.
been crossed over and is with somebody that's there, and it's
Yes.
it's a nice.
Oh, and I have to go back. The last commercial we did, our Talking to the Other Side. The next one is December 7th.
I believe it is. Yeah.
Yes, it's
Pearl
coming
Harbor
up.
Day.
Pearl Harbor Day. But anyhow, December 7th, we will do our next Talking to the Other Side at the Poodle Dog Restaurant in Fife. And
6 to 10.
you go to our website, psychicspectrum.com, click on the Talking to the Other Side tab. You'll find out where, when, and how, and everything else.
Yeah, and you can pay online.
Yeah, you can pay online too
I
if
like
you want
that
to,
part.
but you can also
Yeah.
have dinner and desserts, whatever,
I tell you.
before or during the event.
I don't think there's anything at the. We've been at the.
It's a
Poodle
dinner
Dog-
show.
It's a dinner show.
We
Yeah,
have
there you
dinner
go.
before and during the event,
Yeah, but at no time do our clothes come off.
and no time do our
No.
fingers leave our hands.
But we've been at the Poodle Dog for 10 years, right? I don't
Yes.
think there's ever anything I've ever eaten there I didn't like. And I've had a lot of different stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, the taco salad's amazing. I love taco salads anyway, but I mean, my gosh, you get enough for two,
I've never
I
had
mean-
the liver and onions.
I have.
I know I haven't.
I love
I'm not
liver and
going to.
onions. I love liver and onions. It's a good thing for iron and protein.
All right, Eric,
Oh, Eric, you know what that is.
it's time to stump Eric and Sharon. It's Skip's Corner.
Mm.
All right.
So are you
Ready as
guys
we'll ever
ready?
be.
I got some good ones this week.
Says that every week, doesn't he?
And,
Yes.
and I stump you a lot.
You
So
do, yes.
No, you don't.
I'm going to do
I'd say we probably are
think
about
it's 50-50.
50%
Yeah.
success
Okay.
rate in this. Yeah.
Here's Eric and here's Sharon, and I am keeping score this
Oh,
week.
my Lord. Okay.
All right, we're going to see who is the loser.
Okay, Eric, may the force be with us.
All right, John Lennon. His middle name was Edward. True or false?
I think that's true.
I think so, too.
Oh, you both get a wrong one.
What is his middle name?
It's Winston.
Wouldn't it be funny if it was
I
Ringo?
knew that was
Winston, okay.
I remember that now. After you said it, I
John
remember that.
Winston Lennon. All right.
No
we
wonder he
scratched
went
that
by
one
John.
off. All right. Now, Pinocchio.
Don't puff up too hard. It's only the second question.
Pinocchio
Yes?
was the first animated, full-featured, or full-color Walt Disney feature film. True or false?
Pinocchio.
You only get one guess. You can't change it. True or false?
What do you mean by animated? Everything he did.
Pinocchio
Yeah,
was the first animated full-color Walt Disney feature film.
Oh,
I don't think that's true.
full color Walt Disney feature film. Pinocchio.
True or false?
I think it's false.
I don't think so either. I think it's false.
Okay, it is false. You both got one. Do you know what the first full-featured film was?
Probably that Mickey Mouse thing.
Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
No, really? Wow.
Okay.
That was a fantasy of mine one day to have 7 little men cleaning my house and cooking it.
Oh, I thought it was to really get some deep sleep, but
That too.
that might be mine.
Bite the apple. Bite the apple. I got an apple at
Oh,
home.
that's funny considering I have sleep apnea. That's funny. You're right. I should have said that.
Okay. In a deck of cards, all the kings have mustaches. True or false?
Oh man,
Oh, wow. Have mustaches.
I'm not really a
I don't think so.
gambler, so
So you're saying true or false?
I'm saying false. They don't all have mustaches.
I think they do all have mustaches.
Okay. Sharon was right. It's true. Oh, oops. It's false. The King of Hearts doesn't have a mustache,
I knew one of them did.
but all the other ones do.
Kind of like the jacks.
All right. Here's a really easy one.
There is one jack that has one eye. That's why they call him One-Eyed
There's
Jack.
2 of them.
That's why they call him One-Eyed Jack.
Okay. Can porcupine... Let me rephrase this.
Okay.
Porcupines can float. True or false?
While they're on the porcupine or afterwards?
Porcupines can float.
You mean
True or
in water?
false? Yeah.
Wait, are you talking about the animal? The porcupine animal?
I think all mammals can float.
Okay. What is with you two? Porcupines can float on the water.
Okay.
True
But
or
a
false?
porcupine,
True.
a porcupine is what they call the quill that comes out of a porcupine.
No.
It's still a porcupine,
It's-
but
that's
you're
a-
talking about the animal.
That's a quill. I'm talking about, it says porcupines can float.
Well, if
True
you
or
want to
false?
get technical,
True or false?
I think it's true.
I think it's true.
They can float.
It is true.
I
Before
think the quills can float too.
before becoming a queen,
You have to be a
Queen-
princess.
Queen Elizabeth was a mechanic. True or false?
False.
That is false. She was a mechanic, but I don't think that's before she was queen.
What do you say?
That's before my time.
Or, I mean, that wasn't like her profession. By the way, she did serve as a mechanic during the war.
She did.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Before becoming queen, Queen Elizabeth was a mechanic. True
No.
or false?
False.
Okay, I'm going to say it's true because while I have
Because-
some
but
while
when
I have
did she
some
become
problems with the
queen?
sentence structure.
When
I
did
do
she
think
become
it's
queen,
true.
though?
It doesn't
Was she a
matter.
queen?
Before becoming queen,
Was she a queen?
Queen Elizabeth was a mechanic.
You mean the original Queen Elizabeth? Not the second
Okay.
Queen Elizabeth?
You gave an answer.
current
We're
Queen
just going to
Elizabeth.
move to the answer.
Yes.
You both. It's
True.
actually true.
Yes.
So, all right, I got time for another one.
Hmm.
Here.
But it wasn't like she was a mechanic and they said, "Hey, you're doing a great job. You're queen now."
Yeah, I don't think so
She-
either.
She,
Because, no, I don't know.
she briefly
I mean, if that's true,
Did
I wish it would
mechanical
happen
work.
to me then, but then I'd have to be a mechanic, and I'm
During the war.
mechanically not inclined, so I
Yep.
guess that's out. I am a princess, though.
There you go.
I refuse
That's
to be.
because you were such a great mechanic.
That's right.
They
That's
said, "Now you're a princess."
No, it's because I left the mechanical stuff alone. They said I was a princess because I would screw it up really bad.
You're queen of Jiffy Lube now.
That too. Yes.
Okay,
Or at least Jiffy Cornbread. One of the two.
next to the last one. Donald Duck's sister is named Donna. True
No.
or false?
No, it's false.
Duck's sister.
Daisy.
I'm with
I'm
Sharon
gonna
on this one.
I'm
I
gonna
think
let
her
you
name
guys
is Daisy.
correct
Yeah.
yourself. Daisy was his girlfriend.
Oh.
Okay,
Oh.
so
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
think,
that's right.
I don't think Donald Duck has a sister.
Donald Duck's sister.
true or false?
I say it's false.
I say it's false.
You're both wrong. Her name is Dumbella.
What?
Dumbella.
Well, no
Donald
wonder she
Duck's
didn't become
sister.
popular. Name like that.
So we're not both wrong. We said that her name was not Donna.
That's right.
That was the
I'm
question.
with Eric.
That's
That's right.
Christian
So
out
we
there.
got it right.
No,
Da,
no,
da,
no,
da,
no,
da,
no, no.
I might
da,
have
da.
said I don't think she had a sister, but that doesn't mean.
I was thinking Daisy was the sister, but
But
you're
Donna
right.
is her
Daisy
name,
was the
so.
girlfriend. You're
Okay,
right.
remember Cracker Jacks?
I do.
All right.
Back in the day when they were really Cracker Jacks, I remember.
The
when
dog.
you're really good, they call you a cracker jack.
Yeah.
That's right. The dog on a box of Cracker Jacks is named Spot. True or false?
Oh, I could see that dog. Spot. I say true.
I say false.
Wow, Eric's right and Sharon's wrong. His name is Bingo.
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 That's his name-o.
That's
That's
right.
his name, oh, Bingo, yeah.
All right, we
Aw.
got to go. Hey, Eric won. He got 4 right and Sharon got 3 right.
And what's your point?
So I got to stump one of you more than the other.
Ah,
So
These are
well, he's
always
younger
fun.
than me.
thanks for listening to the Psychic Spectrum radio show. We'll be back next week with our CBD oil experts. Join us at 1 o'clock.
Have a great Thanksgiving, and I hope you all have a good and happy day. And remember, it's a wonderful world. Love you, Daddy.
The views expressed on this program are those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of KKNW, its management, or other advertisers. Contests are the responsibility of the host of this program and not KKNW. This is Alternative Talk 1150 AM, KKNW Seattle, and KNUC 98.9 HD3 Seattle.
Well, good afternoon. Eric Ryder here with you on Alternative Talk 1150 AM. We're headed towards 2. Time for a quick look at our traffic. Southbound I-5 between Northeast 85th and Mercer is slow at this hour. East side 405, southbound congestion from Southeast 20th on down to about Northeast 30th. Northbound some hesitation in the Tukwila area. And State Route 18 in the eastbound direction just west